taken from the Welcome to For the 10 right here on Spreaker, iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcast, Amazon Podcast, maybe Pandora. I haven't checked that one in a while.
No, it's been a minute.
Does anybody listen to podcasts on Pandora?
I'm sure people do.
I know they're on there. I've just never heard of anybody that's like, hey man, run that Pandora app.
Different demographic.
Hopefully none of them. Hopefully you're right here with us on YouTube. Hit the bell, subscribe, all that stuff that YouTube people say. Leave a comment. A lot of you leave mean ones, and that's fine. It's still the algorithm.
No, be nicer. Your mom raised you better than that.
The algorithm doesn't care though.
I care.
Thank you.
Come on, man. You know this rude stuff. Be kind. What's wrong with y'all?
Also, if you subscribe, you're automatically entered to win $1,000 when we hit 1,000 subscribers. So not just subscribe, but tell your friends to subscribe.
Easy money.
Also, we talked about it the other day. Like, we've got like some family members that are subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
They can't win.
They can't win.
So your numbers have gone up.
Boom.
At the very least, you're going to beat Mrs. Purdue.
Facts.
So.
Facts.
There we go.
Speaking of family, John Glasgow.
Let's go. What up?
Good morning, fellas. Back like I never left.
Come on. We in this thing.
Yeah. Also, you didn't leave. You just forgot 1 week. So, thank you for being here. My name is Nathan Owens. You can find me on Instagram and TikTok at Nathan Owens Comedy or NathanOwensComedy.com. David will be here in a few minutes.
It's like a special guest coming in.
It is like a special
I think
guest.
I just heard a door
Yeah,
open.
special guest coming in.
Yeah, I almost want to give him like one of those late night intros. You're like, ladies and gentlemen, your next guest is a stand-up comedian and director from Atlanta, Georgia.
Talk about it.
Making his debut this winter with Possum Daddy. But Damon Sumner's here.
What's going on, good people? Get at me all at TikTok, Instagram, Damon Jr. 2, DAMONJR at the number 2.
Yeah, I mean,
No Dan Dunk. We in the building out here.
No Dan Duncan.
We got a lot of chat this morning.
Oh, come on, what you got real quick?
Pablo Shabazz says, good morning, peeps.
What's up?
And then Justin Taylor says, we out here.
Okay, we out here, man. I'm excited to be back.
Yeah.
Great episode, as I told them in the pre-show out here. We dove into comedy on the pre-show. I'm not going to take your spiel out here, but
no,
Patreon, rock with us over there, man. What is we at? 4 quarters, $10? What is it now?
It's just $1.
Come on, man. You get an extra episode of good times, giggles, laughs, inside scoops.
Also, if you had joined a few months ago, you would have been a chance to jump into our fantasy league. We're playing each other this week.
We are. I should pay attention.
Are we both 2-0?
No.
I am 2-0.
I am not 2-0.
There's
I haven't
3.
checked since I signed up.
Okay, wonderful.
I'm probably 0-2.
Like I think showing our Patreon, none of us are really paying attention to the
No. He does. This is my strategy. My strategy is to come in mid-season and then come out the hole. That's how I like to do it. That's how I like to come out the hole.
That's what people want. They're just like, if I could be in a fantasy league with people that only take it seriously for half a year, that would be perfect.
That's how I live my life. What do you think this podcast is, baby? We just finding out stride. We out here. Rock with us over here, man. Let's get into this word, baby.
Let's jump into
it. Real quick, though, before I do
this.
this out here, because I know Dave is approaching, so I want to finagle for just a second.
Yeah,
I saw something. We got people in the chat out here. Real quick, I want to just off top. I was thought about this. What's an unspoken rule, right? Because I was in Alaska last week, out dibbling and dabbling out here. I saw it, and I was like, this is a great connection. Let me ask the team. What's an unspoken rule? And in anything, like where it's just like, hey, guys, we got to know this. We got to know when this happens, you do this. If you're in this situation, you don't do that. Case in point, to give an example so we're on the same page, the courtesy flush. That's got to be an unspoken rule. That's got to be an unspoken rule that if I'm in your home, if I'm in public, right?
Yeah.
You hit them with the courtesy flush.
I'm flushing several times.
Several times, right? But that's we don't bring it up. Right. We don't talk about that over tapas.
Maybe we should.
Maybe we should bring it up more at the next brunch, right? But I wanted to just throw it to the people right here. Throw it in the comments here, whether president passed. What's an unspoken rule that comes to your mind?
I think the first thing I think of is that we walk like traffic.
Okay.
So you stay on the right side.
Gotcha.
And if you need to pass somebody, you pass on the left side. But at the same time, you need to be aware.
Okay.
As a there's nothing worse than a group that spreads out.
Yeah.
And blocks.
Oh.
I don't like the rolling roadblock.
Unacceptable.
It's not good on the interstate.
Unacceptable.
It's not good on the sidewalk. Like, I get that you want to talk to your 3 other friends.
I get that.
But get to the destination, then y'all can chat.
If y'all spread out like y'all are eagles in formation,
look, you gotta pair. You gotta pair up.
Because I'm running through somebody's elbows, or I'm right up on your butt, just so you can feel me like the speed, like just like the left lane, like hey, get out the way. Oh, my bad. Oh, good. Yeah. But move it, toots.
Just watch.
Come on now.
Just be aware.
Just be aware.
Just have your head on a swivel when you're in public.
I am trying to bring back toots. That's kind of my word
Toots?
because it's unisex.
Is
so,
it?
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, it hasn't been, so you're gonna have.
Oh yeah, no, I'm bringing it.
You're
2024.
making it unisex.
Yeah, anybody can
Okay.
get toots. To me is the big dog. Those are both just unilateral words. Here, I'll call anybody a big dog. 6-year-old girl, 200-year-old mummy. Anybody can get toots and big dog straight up.
I think there's a lot of slang, not slurs. Slang
Different.
from like
Different.
the 20s that we need to
Yeah,
bring back.
gotta bring it back, bro.
Like
gotta bring it back.
I honestly, I think Dame is funny.
Dame is a good time.
Also, skirt.
Yeah.
Now it's offensive. Don't call somebody a skirt to their face.
Oh, no skirt.
That was just a term for
Was
like
it?
a secretary.
Really?
Like, oh, did you check out the new skirt?
That's funny. I think the 20s is a sweet spot of slang, but also the Wild Wild West. Whippersnapper, it's a good time to me on my
Whippersnapper,
lip.
buckaroo.
Yeah. Yellow Belly. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Yellow Belly? Who's not having a good time with Yellow Belly?
Yellow Belly's
Call
a
your
good
boss a Yellow Belly today in the meeting and see
He's
what
gonna
happens.
get fired. You're gonna
You
get
tell me
fired.
that. Don't do that. You work from home. Be
Yeah.
free. Your pants off. Okay, live your life on the edge.
Do it the next time there's like a project.
Yeah.
And somebody says they're too busy. And also, it's YELLA.
Yeah, it's not yellow.
No.
Nah, Yellow Belly.
You yellow bellied
Oh,
snake.
Yellow Belly's out here.
Yeah.
You scoundrels.
I also, this guy popped up on my TikTok, and I want to do this one week where we all bring 2 or 3 videos from our For You page.
Ooh, okay, I like that.
Because there's this guy who pops up on our For You page.
Mm-hmm.
He talks kind of like a pirate,
Okay.
and he calls himself the absolute governor.
Oh, okay.
And it's so great.
Mm.
He'll just like, it's this big British dude who's like a father of twins, and he always just is eating something.
Okay.
So he'd just be like, "It's me and the Sunday roast, isn't it?" I'd be like, and his 2 catchphrases are, "We never look when we pour the gravy,"
Okay, that's funny.
and then he goes,
What that means.
"Cause we're the absolute governor," and I
It gets
love
you.
that
It gets
so much. Because I feel like here we all like governor is fine,
Sure.
but I'm not like complimenting somebody by calling them a governor.
No, not at all.
And it'd be like, what, you're 1 of 50?
Not worried about it.
Yeah.
Not worried about it.
But the way British people say governor,
GUV.
it just
NA,
it
H.
makes I also think a little bit of cultural appropriation, which is fine to do to the British. I think
yeah.
it's fair game.
They took enough.
They
Yeah.
You can take.
think they're doing fine. They can
Bruv?
take some back.
Bruv makes me.
Bruv.
It gives me
Listen.
a warm feeling in my stomach.
Listen to me, Ting. I'm trying to bring. I don't know if you. Yeah, it's a podcast I follow with 2 dudes.
Oh, okay. I thought it was another term that you were trying to bring back.
Oh no, this one I think is just British ling right here. Where
Yeah.
it's not thing, it's ting, and it's just
Ting.
I'm like the way
I know.
they say it, it gets
Yeah.
me. I'm like,
I think I know what you're talking about. It's like 2 black British guys.
Yeah.
That.
and when they say, it, I'm like, ooh, okay.
Yeah.
I can't say it like you, but I like that.
There's some really good British
It's a
slang.
couple. They got a few.
Like bruv is great.
Bruv is great. Bruv is a great time.
I
right
like. I think it's the way they mug people. Is like run me that.
here. Oh yeah.
So it's like, run me them trainers, bruv. And I'm just like, that would be so adorable.
I'm in.
If I got mugged by a British person, honestly, I think it would be delightful.
I think they were trying to take on a date.
It
Like,
wouldn't happen.
this
Like
foreplay?
you wouldn't mug me because I would be like, that's adorable.
That's cute.
What are you gonna pull?
Stop
What
it.
are you gonna pull a gun on
Stop it. You gonna put your wig on and pull out a
Yeah.
musket. Get out of
me? Are
here.
you gonna do a mass knifing?
Beat it
I'm around danger all the time.
all the time.
Every event I go
live
to.
in danger. You insane? I went to school in America. I know danger. Get out of here.
Tornadoes and active shooter drills. You don't have either of those.
Stop it.
I'm built different.
I eat Chipotle weekly,
It
bro.
would just be so if like just a British person was like, "Oh, you gonna give me your wallet, sir?"
Get your out of here, boy.
There's stuff some pepper on them.
I would
Penny
hunt
loafers.
Oliver Twist.
Penny-
If you tried to mug me on the tube, it would be delightful.
What's funny for us is that everybody in this story here is 5'2" and 14 years old and 100 pounds.
Oh, that's all I like. Little British.
Not like they've got an
ragamuffin.
English rugby team where it wouldn't be
No.
like, all right, let me get out of here.
Yeah.
You know what? Let me get out of here.
There's plenty of British
get
people
outta
though.
here.
But no, in my mind, it's like a kid with like an Oliver Twist hat, like a dirty shirt.
Just in that alley.
coughing minutes away.
Yeah,
from
he's
death.
selling
Yeah.
a newspaper.
Yeah, just a Peaky Blinders reject.
Yeah.
Just like, all
That's
right, bruv.
That's who we're taking out.
Yeah.
That's who we're taking out.
Give me them Adidas or them Nikes. That's who I imagine
I got it.
is trying to mug me.
And that's how you daydream.
And that's when I go just 1776 on them.
Hilarious. That was a good year for us. Well, for you.
Yeah, for me.
Let's move along.
Look, most years have been good years for me.
Where they got time? Where they got time for him?
Honestly, Dave, not to double up on you. Most years have been pretty good for me and Nate.
Yeah, look, it's not. I don't want to brag because it's not like I did a lot of it.
It was
but-
good for me. 2008.
Yeah.
2008 was a sweet spot for me. Good times. 2008.
Speaking of bits, we wish we could steal from people. R.I.P. to the comedian that actually had this bit, but his joke was like, as a white guy, if I got a time machine, I can go anywhere I want in the past.
Rest in peace.
But I'm
Great
not
comment.
going to the future.
No.
He's like, so anything in the past,
Anything in the past,
I can show up and be
I'm
like,
good.
I'm good. He's like, if I go to the future,
it's over me, bro. They are ready for me. 2150. Man, he was a good guy back in the day until we knew he wasn't a good guy.
Yep. R.I.P.
Rest in peace.
Yeah,
He's not dead, by the way.
He's not dead,
No, right.
but he's dead.
He's dead.
Let's talk NFL.
Let's go to work.
How are we feeling about the NFL? Week 2 just happened. Let's, real quick, it's going to be selfish. I want to talk about the Monday night game.
Oh, we should. It was a great game.
It was not just great. I've seen that game go wrong so many times
Facts.
for the Falcons.
Sure.
I could see it happening.
Yeah.
I did not celebrate. If you didn't watch, Falcons scored
At the end.
at the end, minute left.
Yep.
And as I watched them score with 20 seconds left,
Still quiet.
I went, that's not good.
Gotta wait till it's all zero, baby. Gotta wait till
Man,
it's 0,
we
0, 0,
almost
0.
timed that so well with
Almost.
David coming in.
It was almost there. It was almost on the spot.
It was almost
We'll
there.
work on it next week.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for our next guest, David Perdue.
Yeah, he was trying. He was trying to work it out.
What would be
trying to work
your
it out.
like late night intro song?
what's
If
that
they were
note
like,
card
what,
intro?
what can the band play for you real
Ooh.
quick?
Play for me?
Yeah,
Come on. That's
just
a
a
good
real
question.
quick riff.
That's a good question. Probably lock it.
That's solid. That's solid. I thought he was gonna say "Party in USA," but you know,
That's too easy.
that's fair.
That is too easy.
That's fair.
I can do that anytime.
Facts.
Probably lock it make me go, what's that?
What was that?
Is that a,
You
or
want-
skip it? The skip it.
You want a song people have to Shazam?
Skip It was a jingle.
Yeah, I want jingles.
Skip It was a jingle
Yeah, I
for
want
sure.
jingles. Skip
Yeah.
it, skip
Skip it. Oh, that was a tie.
of all.
Uh,
It's a timer on this.
we just gotta skip it this summer.
For real?
Great time.
They're still around.
Still around, bro.
Have they improved at all?
Not at all.
Okay.
But they do just enough. And it is a workout. Listen, it is a
Oh,
workout.
for sure.
What? doing this?
The jump roping without your arm.
Oh my God.
Which is a workout.
I could never get one to work.
Oh, which one? Jump rope?
No, jump rope. I could. It doesn't look good, but
Sure.
I can physically jump.
That's fair.
Skip it though,
Skip it
man.
is.
I will say my
it's a
Achilles
waddle.
are tougher than most people
How you know that?
because between skip-its and razor scooters,
Oh, razor scooters. What
I feel our generation is the toughest Achilles.
No, they made ours worse.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to say, it's a lot of Achilles injuries for people
This
our
is true.
age.
You do know that like we're not Dragon Ball Z characters. Like if we get beat, we don't stand back up stronger.
Yeah.
We're actually worse off.
There are no sensu beans for us.
This is
Look,
also
when
true.
you lose as much as I do, I have to tell myself that it makes me
No,
stronger.
you're actively getting worse every day.
That's
I wanna jump back to comedy because for just a second here we were talking comedy at the pre-show and this is our podcast. We do what we want.
Yes, we do.
Shout out
But
to Dan Duncan.
this latest we're gonna hit eight stories in 12 minutes. But one of my newer bits that I'm working on as well that's very messy is that this generation we live in is the best to live in. And it's just, I love playing around in the silliness of with this bit that's all over the place because I just go back and talk about all the bad stuff they have, but I don't really bring up the bad stuff that we have.
Sure.
And so I just bring up, you said, great generation, Achilles heels, whatever case may be. And one of my favorite lines, only 2 lines work right now in this messy bit, is that I say something to the effect of like, you would never want to go back and live in a time when you would have to trade your wife for butter. And people had to do that back in the day. I don't know why the wife was always on the trading blocks.
Yeah.
But for butter to feed the kids, somebody's got to go.
When we say trade,
Trade. I need butter. You got a wife.
what type of
Give and
sandwiches
take.
you making? Were
Well-
you giving up your wife?
Also, you're terrible at bargaining.
But, well, listen.
I feel like
They
it's
didn't have an
gotta-
education,
Or you
guys.
just have a
They had school in one building.
Or you have an awful wife that just like, man, I
Listen,
would,
there's no Wall Street.
Just
I would
say you
trade
don't
this.
like your wife.
I would trade this woman for butter
They
if I had
did
a
it.
chance.
They did it. She didn't
Bro.
carry anything but the magazine and the water
This
bottle.
must be one of them polyamory where you can have that wife. Yeah, that way.
The kids are working on the
my
farm.
good wives.
Yeah.
The good wives are here. You think all wives were sturdy and helpful back in the day?
That's what I'm saying. No, I'm saying you have multiple wives, and you can have
One wife who got on your nerves.
and you got one with bad knees.
Okay, she got a whooping cough and it won't go away and won't drink water and listen to your advice. He said, "Give me the butter for Charlene. Switch it."
Do you get the wife back?
You don't get the wife back. Once you give a wife, you can't get a wife.
I
You
also
know,
I like the idea of that guy getting Charlene.
Uh-huh.
That's like it's a fixer upper.
Yeah,
But I'll be fine. We can.
I'll be.
I can get
we'll
her
make
some
it.
tea for
Got
that
good
whooping
bones.
cough.
Also, we're gonna have good toast for a week.
Yeah.
And you gotta look in the height.
Yeah.
You gotta look at the blurry side out here.
If that's your only wife, now you have to make bread.
No, we've got 12 kids, David.
Okay.
This is 1732.
This is an older wife.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
all right.
56.
Oh.
You thought I was giving up a 22-year-old?
No, I knew you wouldn't do that.
Okay,
I like
because
that
that's-
you said 1732, and you think that people are living to 56, that are trading wives for butter.
That's true.
this is fair state.
But
Listen,
at
guys,
that
it's
point,
a
she's
mess.
vintage.
We've already overthought this
We
joke.
have.
We've already
But that's also what comedy is. Don't
It is.
overthinking. It's overthinking.
we've overthought it. By the time I get them to go, ha ha, I've moved on.
Yeah, I do appreciate the overthinking in bits because it usually helps you find new.
Find
bits.
other jokes right there for sure.
Yeah.
Well, also the fact that you're not gonna find a 22-year-old Charlene.
No.
She starts at 55.
No.
Charlene starts.
I did a show the other day and it was an Earl. I said, "How old are you?" He's like 30, 38. You said, "You the last Earl."
Last
That's
Earl.
Ain't no
Yeah,
more.
because
He's
that's an
like-
older
he's like-
millennial.
He's like, "I'm Earl the second." I said, "Oh, he was past that."
Ah,
Okay.
okay. That's context.
Which is that's the only chance for Earl.
only
to
chance
survive.
for
Ain't no
Earl.
more Earls out
Or
here.
Earl? E-A-R-L?
Yeah, ain't no more Earls.
Nah, bro.
Is that even short for anything?
Nope.
No.
No.
Bro, if you are a 13-year-old Earl,
Mm-mm.
you go by E now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which you better hope you have a cool middle name.
Well, you know, the streets are making up nicknames. I don't know if you've seen that going on out here.
Well, all nicknames are made up.
You ever thought it?
You overthought So much so.
What do you think regular names are?
Made up. Yeah.
Yeah.
You think North was a real name? Get out of here. Beat it,
Making
bucko.
up.
I think Glenn and Keith are the ones for me. Where I'm
Glenn?
just like, who made that sound with their mouth?
Glenn.
And then was like, I want to
Glenn.
name children that.
Yeah.
Somebody's looked at a baby and gone, this is baby Keith.
Baby Keith.
Glenn works for me for a woman, not for a man.
Ooh, spicy.
Just because
Glenn
Glenn
Close.
Close.
Glenn Close.
I've known more
Had that head to the
dude
lips.
Glens
Me
than
too, and all of them are terrible people. I've not known one good Glenn.
That's how I feel about Angel. I've known 3 angels, all trash.
Oh no! Oh, dudes.
All black women, and they've been horrendous
wait,
to
you
me.
mean women named Angel or just people named?
I've never met a guy who's named Angel. You met a guy named Angel? I've
Yeah,
never met a guy.
I coached one.
Latina?
hmm
Yeah.
Bad umpire.
Angel? Yeah, Angel Hernandez. It's
one of the worst
terrible.
umpires in the history.
He might be the reason we get robot umps.
Yeah, one of the worst. If you're out there, Angel.
If you're out there, Angel, don't name your kids anything.
Also
from
follow
the heavens
Angel
or the earth.
Contreras on Instagram. Great comment.
Angel's great.
That's-
Great
that's
comment.
the one.
That's the one.
That's the one.
That's the one outlier.
The one redeemable.
Yeah.
I got an aunt named Angel.
Do you? She a good person?
I think-
That's a no.
We don't call. I don't. That's my first time saying.
You don't call her.
Yeah, we don't.
Gotcha.
She goes by another
Hilarious.
aunt name.
Got it. See, that's all I want to talk about. We're
That's
back.
it.
Football.
We're back. Football. Monday night. Falcons win. Anyway,
Tough,
they
big
score
win.
that touchdown.
They did.
And
Great move, London. Pop, pop.
And I do not feel anything.
Sure, not yet. Wait till
Because
zero.
I'm waiting.
Yeah.
Because in my mind they're going to get confused by the new kickoff rules.
Okay.
And they're going to give up a massive return.
Yeah, just trauma.
And then they're going to kick a field goal.
Trauma's just seeping
And
out.
I'm going to lose.
Sure.
It's going to be 20 seconds.
Your feelings are valid.
Or it's going to be
No.
a deep pass,
Okay.
pass interference,
Uh-huh.
and that moves
And
the
then
ball
field
down.
goal, lose the game again.
Like something's
Bro, I
going
got
to
you.
go wrong.
No,
But it didn't.
no.
It did.
You experienced a wave of competence
Ooh, come
that
on.
we had not been used to the previous 2-3 years.
This is factual statements.
Kirk Cousins knows what he's doing
He
at the
knows.
end of the game.
He knows what he's doing.
I missed the game. I just saw the highlights.
Oh
'Cause
yeah.
I was doing some other stuff. so I
Great
missed the
last
game.
drive.
But I haven't seen this from a quarterback in an Atlanta jersey in
Since-
years.
All right,
20,
that's not
28?
true.
It is true.
It's not Matt Ryan.
No,
I said years.
we talking about Matt Ryan.
Don't do
Why
that.
you do that?
Don't do that.
because Matt Ryan has the
Yes,
I
most.
said
we're
years.
affirming.
Why you
Just leave
defending
it.
Matt
We're
Ryan
affirming.
Right now. Nobody's talking about Matt Ryan.
Nobody's
You got
talking-
defensive
we're on
for
the
Matt
same
Ryan.
page.
All right.
You
We're on
act
the
like
same
we didn't
page.
have Ritter for a few years. If
We
anything,
had
Mariota.
Ritter and Mariota in back-to-back
Yeah,
years.
But it
Which
felt
is
like
years.
5.
It did
It
feel like
felt like
and I
5.
said, which is
Okay.
why I said years.
I apologize.
Yeah.
If anything, I watched
Yeah.
I watched Mariota and Ritter, and I became a Matt Ryan fan.
There we
I
go.
was like, man, I'm
Hey,
sorry.
my bad, big dog.
Yo, you
MVP.
because it was competence.
Yeah.
It was
It was.
actual competence. So it was a wave of confidence in that drive with
Boom.
Kirk Cousins hitting
Slicing.
spots. But
Slicing.
then I'm thinking, all right, now let's see if these teams coached up. and it was a competence in the coaching.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Facts,
so
facts,
it wasn't no
facts.
stupid plays.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything like that. I mean, Drake London with the almost messing it up.
That
with
was
the,
close. Had a kick in the
But
back.
I mean, it was a T-shirt gun.
Oh yeah, of course.
Is what
Clearly.
the coach said afterwards.
Clearly.
They were like, "Oh, he's just shooting T-shirts." Into
Also,
the
you're in
stands.
Philly. Everybody got guns.
Yeah, I'm about to say, what's
on
Philly? How dare he? Yeah.
I want to talk about, though, for the game specifically here as we get into the NFL Week 2 here. I want the call. And I want to just go first with a one-word answer.
Mm-hmm.
You are the coach, okay? You are the coach. 3rd and 3. You're up, Philly, right? Got the ball at the 5 to 8 yard line, right? You know your opponent, the Falcons, have 0 timeouts. They throw the ball to Barkley. Barkley misses it. In case you don't know, Barkley's a great player. Barkley also has the 2nd most drops over the last 3 years for running backs. This is just context for information if you're listening at home. So
He's also apparently never won in Philly.
okay, interesting. He also, previous drive, if I'm correct, also caught the same catch on another play. I just like context. But, Nate, I'm going to get my answer. Give me a yes or no. Do you run the ball, play the clock game, or do you go for the throat as they were trying to do and put the game away, all right, and go and do the pass and, you know, big risk, big reward?
I think you made the right call.
Boom.
I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna say
Yeah.
instead of a word, I'm gonna say a number. 37 million.
Like that. Like good response.
37 million.
Good response.
You didn't pay for him.
I also thought it was the right call. So we're on the same page about this.
Because if he catches it, game's over.
Which he did. You
And
only
he
watched the
was
highlights,
open.
right?
Yeah.
So that same play, they ran it previously, like
Yeah.
within like 3 minutes beforehand. He caught it first down. Actually, it was the play where he stops at the 1 yard line.
Yeah.
Right? And so it's like, run it back. 37 million.
No, I'm against. You think I'm saying they should have did the thing? I'm saying
Oh, you
pay
think-
him 37 million to run the ball.
Well, no, you paid him 37 million to be McCaffrey 2.0 and do all things.
But wait, what did you say? What was
He
the
said-
stat
he
about
said
him?
throw it.
No. The stat about him doing what?
He's
Him.
never won in Philly.
No, not that one. The one
I
before
gave the
that,
stat.
about catching.
I gave the stat that he,
which-
for running backs in the last 3 years, he's dropped the most passes.
Exactly.
Which is true.
I mean,
Which is, but I'm just saying.
But he just caught the pass literally the last
Again,
drive.
Don't tempt fate. He did it once. If he's not good at it, he's not gonna keep.
I
doing
didn't
it.
want to give the weak answer because I could see both sides. That was a weak answer, so I
Sure.
gave a response. But also, run the ball.
Tush
Run the
push.
ball.
Run the ball. Tush push
Push.
twice.
The tush
We've
push
got
is
no
the word.
timeouts.
Yeah.
Falcons should have lost the game if you played the clock.
Yeah.
So, you know, it was a give and a take with that. Run it. If you don't, you kick the field goal.
You still, yeah.
And you're still in a great position.
Yeah.
I actually think, all jokes aside, the defense lost them the game because Kirk, I watched the game. Did you watch the game?
Yeah.
He sliced him that last drive, 0 pressure.
Boy.
He hits, what was it, Mooney, right? Boom, boom, boom,
Yeah.
Pitts in the
Well,
middle.
and that was the other thing too, was that he targeted the best guys.
Boom, boom,
Where he
boom.
goes, I need Pitts in the middle,
Bow, got him.
and I need London at the end.
Bang.
Competence. It was a
Slay.
wave of
You missed that,
confidence.
Slay. Boop, boop, got you.
He did.
So that was one big win in week 2 for the NFL in
I
general.
caught that win.
Yeah. I do want anything else on them?
No, it feels great right
Yeah.
before we get crushed by
I want-
Kansas City at
We're
home.
gonna beat Kansas City.
You,
I like
where
that.
you got
I like that mindset. I
Well,
like
we
that
can't
mindset.
say
They just lost Pacheco, so we'll see.
I'm about to say.
They just,
They lost Pacheco. Is that
they
home?
figure it out. Is that home?
it's in Atlanta.
It's in Atlanta. And if you've watched the Chiefs the first 2 games, they've got lucky twice.
I get it.
Lucky, or I call it New Brady. It's New Brady.
It's
New Brady.
it's new.
It's New
That's a-
Brady.
that's a better- that's a
Where
better
you go, of course they're gonna win.
Yeah.
Right, but I will say they do need. I feel like they need a kick in the pants, so to speak,
And this might
to
be
like go, hey,
Yeah,
let's be better because they really have. They could be 0-2,
They could easily be 0-2.
and so the
They
Falcons
could
and the Falcons defenses look pretty good.
pretty
Oh, yeah,
good.
the
Great
first 2
offensive
games.
line.
Yeah, so and at home, I can see them beating the Chiefs.
I can see it. I wanna know what's been one of your biggest surprises in NFL. I think for me, off top, has been the Saints. I don't know
boy.
if you've seen or heard anything about the Saints. The Saints have scored on the first 15 drives of the season.
Yeah.
Derek Carr was supposed to be washed. Everybody forgot about Alvin, and it was just Cam Jordan is 57.
Yeah.
And so
Still playing. Wow.
for them to score 42 plus points in both games, demolish Dallas at home, which hadn't lost a regular season game in like a whole season and a half, and to be looking this strong, and we'll be honest, in the grand scheme of media, nobody was talking about the Saints coming into this season.
Who
I
the 2
hear
games they won?
they beat the Cowboys in Dallas, and then they beat
Denver? Wasn't
I think it
Denver,
was
it?
Denver.
Okay, we'll call it Denver.
So it's-
We'll double check there.
So those are 2 teams.
One team that's a playoff team for sure. One team with a Super Bowl champion coach. So that's one surprise. I've been like, whoa, okay. We were thinking Falcons, Bucks, in
Panthers.
Panthers.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we'll get that's actually topic 2. We'll get there in a second. But anyway, that's been one of my surprises so far this season.
I mean,
Anything for y'all?
they've gotten the job done.
15 scoring drives in your first 15.
There's
Come on.
other grown men trying to stop you.
Let's not get it twisted.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you're not playing the Panthers offense. You're playing the Panthers defense, which is different.
I do think that the NFC South is a lot better than
Oh.
even we gave them credit for.
With the Saints being what they are,
'Cause the Saints looked good.
2-0.
the
Bucks are
have looked
2-0.
But
And-
Baker, shout out. To
And now it looks like the Falcons have figured it out.
And if we won't, I don't like to get out, but we could have and should have beat the Steelers, but that's a conversation for another time.
That's true.
Yeah.
So the South is looking solid, but any other surprises that come in the NFL?
I think that the AFC East doesn't look that good. I mean, obviously Tua with the Dolphins, that sucks. So you lost your starting quarterback there.
Yeah.
The Bills look underwhelming. The Jets 1-1, but also barely beat Tennessee.
Rodgers is a shell of himself.
Yeah, and
at least on mobility wise.
I have no idea what's happening, but that conference does not
look as strong as
scare me at any of those teams in there. I'm not intimidated by any of them.
Fair.
And when I thought that was going to be one of the better conferences.
Sure. Some cats have them having 3 playoff teams. I hear you. What you, David?
That AFC North thought it'd be better.
Steelers, Browns.
Steelers, Browns.
You're right.
I
now.
thought it would be
You
better.
right.
I thought it would be better.
Ravens 0-2.
I still think Ravens are going to be fine.
But they're 0-2 at the
But
moment.
they are 0-2.
Browns 0-2.
I thought Deshaun would, try
have
to
competence.
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 Because that's all they needed. They had a great defense.
That's all they needed.
And you spend all this money on this guy.
Bruh,
Surely you can be average.
Surely.
Because
And he
You could be the
thing is-
16th best quarterback in the league.
And he said, I cannot be.
And this is one of the biggest coming up. This is one of the biggest weeks because going 0-3 is
Statistically.
statistically is a death sentence.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think that's going to matter this year. I feel like it's going to be a lot of teams that start weird, that end strong.
Well, injuries has already been cooking.
Right.
McCaffrey, Debo, Rams got nobody. It's Pacheco's out.
McCaffrey we saw coming.
What you mean?
He was on the cover of Madden.
Oh, the curse.
So we knew that McCaffrey was
The
done.
curse.
Like we knew half of his season at very least was
That
gone.
may be one of the longest running curse jokes in the history.
It's not a joke. It's not a joke.
Who? All right. All right. To who has averted the curse?
The only time it got somewhat averted was when they put 2 players on the cover. They put, I think, Fitzgerald and
Josh Allen didn't get hurt.
but he had one of his worst years.
Don't matter.
Didn't
He
get
didn't get
hurt,
hurt. Don't try to semantics to curse.
Well, no, but it is. You either have one of your worst career
No,
years
it's
or you
hurt
get
or not hurt.
Opening it up now.
Yeah, this out of
That's how it's always been.
No, it's not. Don't do that. I don't even believe in the curse, and now you're trying to make it too muddy. Okay, curse me or don't curse me.
Yeah.
Okay, are you putting it in or not? Choose one, god dog it.
I mean, was it Taysom Hill? What was his name? Who was the guy who, the Browns fullback that got it one year? when
Mike
they had-
Allstott?
No. the
Payne
Browns.
Hollis, Hillis, or
Peyton
something like that.
Hollis.
Peyton
Peyton
Hollis,
Hillis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
he didn't get hurt, but
Yeah, staph infection.
he disappeared.
You didn't get staph infection?
Staph infection.
Is that an injury or is that just like
It's a
wash,
Dirty
your,
locker room.
wash your hands?
No,
more?
he wasn't the only one. It was like dirty locker room. Cleveland, they didn't care about you at all.
staph infection?
I don't know. How do you get a staph infection? What is that?
I think it's sexually transmitted.
I don't think it is.
I don't know if it
But
is.
if it is, Cleveland, you
I
got.
think it's like you have like an open wound or some kind of thing, and
Yeah.
it just gets worse because dirty things get in
So
it.
that's what Arthur got.
Didn't that just sounds like sexually transmitted? You didn't hear his
said a
definition?
dirty thing.
Dirty things get
Yeah.
Our things aren't dirty.
in.
Your things shouldn't be dirty. Wash your things.
That's not how it
Yeah.
starts.
Wash your things.
But when you
Uh,
finish,
We got some comments.
Ooh.
This goes back a little bit. Mike Brown said, "Good morning, fellas." from
Mike.
Memphis fan. Glasgow was talking about Eagles having a terrible secondary too, and Simon Stevens says they got here despite the bell failing them. But John Glasgow was talking about Mahomes didn't get hurt for the curse. Paige
He's
Hills,
unbreakable.
And
That's
then
unbreakable.
Mahomes and Brady both are the GOAT from Simon Stevens.
thank you for that
It's true.
information. These are truths
These
here.
are true things.
So there've been some surprises for sure.
There's
Yeah.
been some surprises.
Yeah.
How do you feel about your Raiders
We alright. I don't
With-
get excited till week 12.
with Minshew back there?
Yeah. I mean, it's nothing to rave
Rico.
about. Nothing to rave about. we'll miss the playoffs. We'll be in the top 12.
Hey, I need them
And
to
we'll
hand
be-
the ball to Zamir White. That's what I know. I'm out here on fantasy like, hey, y'all sold me a bad bill of goods, man. This is a big hole
Sold
in my
me a
team.
bad wife.
Yeah, this is a bad wife, man.
I gave up some
Get
butter.
this butter back.
Get my butter back.
God
man.
dog it.
Yeah.
Take the son.
It's not good.
You always take the kids before you take the wife.
Yeah.
Everybody don't know this
Some
information.
bad butter.
Has the Guardian caps bothered y'all?
Not at all.
Bruh, who's wearing them?
Oh, several players.
There's a handful of people.
And why hasn't Tua been wearing it?
Touche.
I don't think I haven't seen any quarterback wear them
Hey,
yet.
if you do, it's gonna be Tua.
It's gonna be two.
He's gonna be the first one.
First one.
If he comes back.
If he comes back.
Yeah,
I
he's coming
mean,
back.
We've all heard that should he 5 concussions in 4 years?
Yes, he should. He should come back.
Nope.
Yeah.
Don't do it. I don't know what your guaranteed money was. Take that. Go home.
Yeah.
So here's a couple
With
things.
your
I think
family.
it's actually 4 and 3 years or something like that. I don't think it's 5. Couple things about this. Y'all didn't talk. I must have missed that part. Y'all didn't talk to it.
What was after?
It was
Couple things happened.
A
After.
couple things blur, man.
Like-
With football on Thursday and the podcast on Wednesday, you're right about that.
Yeah.
You're right about that.
We didn't even talk
So
about-
go ahead. We can talk about. We'll get to it.
Yeah, we'll get to it.
Okay. So on the Tua piece, I'll say one thing. One definitely should have the Guardian cap because he's coming back. I believe. 1, 2. I found a couple interesting stats, which was interesting because this is the privilege and it's fine because of the quarterback and the franchise player of the team. But Tua is not even, I believe, the stat I saw in the top 5 of players with more documented concussions. But because he is a quarterback, it is more known and visually, we can all agree,
I'm about to say,
visually,
visually.
right? Visually, it looks, statistically worse the case. What does it say here? 6 players have worn, this is the Guardian caps here.
Yeah.
6 players have worn them in the game 2 weeks into the regular season. We've got
Smart
different
guys.
positions, tight ends, guards. And so the Guardian caps are specifically supposed to help with concussions and just any type of brain
Make a
trauma,
big
etc.
wide.
Right?
What are we
So I'm
doing?
for them. The reason why I really I'm pro safety, but the thing that really got me irked up was just the silly, specifically men in the comments who are calling people weak and soft, and it makes me laugh so hard. There's not a lot of things that make me laugh so hard
How old are
when
these
I
men?
see these are grown men. These are grown men, black, white, Latino. These are all different type of men. And they were just calling people weak and soft, and I laughed.
Yeah.
I was in tears laughing at these silly boys.
Talking about how weak it is.
Yeah,
to,
how weak and soft. How
because
weak
they
and
got
soft it is.
concussions?
Because they were wanting to wear Guardian caps and protect
Oh,
themselves.
These are people who cry when they step on Legos.
Thank you.
These are
And
not-
so when I was
Yeah.
laughing so hard, I was just tickled.
Yeah.
But no, you're 100% right. If Tua comes back, if any player, let's be honest, where concussions is happening consistently to a
Yeah.
degree, baby, put the cap on. At minimum.
At
if I'm being
minimum.
honest,
At
if I'm
minimum.
being honest,
Go ahead.
that cap's not gonna save. He's already got CTE.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Like that's happening.
I'm not talking about. I'm talking about cats in general.
No,
yes.
yeah, we're on the.
Oh
same
no, he
page.
already on the boat.
Like,
He-
my brother, it was some
he-
report
he-
came out. My
he
brother was telling
already-
me, and I might get the numbers wrong, but it was
He
talking about
already-
like every year you play football, your
Mhm.
chances of CTE goes up. It's either like 40% or 120%. Some crazy number.
Okay, those are 2
And
different
it's
numbers,
not
David.
And let me be
David, those are 2 different numbers,
all
sir.
right, but hear me well. That starts not when you play professional football.
Oh, yeah, facts.
When you
Yeah.
play football,
Tackle,
so
helmet,
even though
football.
I know those numbers, I know I've got wide and range
Sure,
numbers. By the time you're 22,
Yep.
it's at 800%.
Yeah.
or whatever.
You've had one.
Not concussion.
The
You don't-
brain
no, it's-
trauma, the
it's not that you
brain-
get a concussion. The chances are that you have
CTE.
Ah,
Yes.
okay.
Long-term effects.
which is like all of them.
Yeah.
All of them will have it.
Yeah. It's a
Have
real
y'all
thing.
ever had a concussion?
Yes,
Not that I know of.
definitely have.
I can't. You have one?
I've had one. It's bizarre. I took
Hmm.
a charge in a basketball game,
Okay.
That's
and
not
my
what you're supposed
head
to
hit
get
the
'em.
floor.
That's not what you're supposed to get 'em.
No, I tried to tuck my chin in
Yep.
as I was falling, and I just head whipped back.
On the basketball.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
and it's that like teeth rattling because I haven't because hitting your head is such a distinct feeling,
Hitting your head is a distinct feeling.
and especially like when your teeth feel hollow.
Ooh, stop! You're making me get the jitters. Now,
It's just
thinking
like,
about it.
and so yeah, I've
Were
done
you
that.
Would you get knocked unconscious?
I don't think I was unconscious.
But you,
Oh, I did.
You want to? You got?
I
unconscious?
remember
Yeah.
just being woozy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think have I had 2?
In baseball?
I've had one for sure that we went to the hospital, and another one we just kind of, like
Yeah, walk
Like,
it out,
walk it
drink
off.
the rail, get some rest.
yeah, baseball. I got hit in the head
With the ball?
Yeah, I got hit in the head.
Golly.
And I remember I was probably 12, 13, and I remember being down, and my dad was like, "You good?" And I was like,
No.
"What?" Like, no. I remember, and
Dad.
I went to first.
What the first?
I went to first.
Get him out the game.
Nah, here's the thing. I went to first. What took me out the game was I was so pissed that I got hit.
Sure.
That like when I was at first when they were trying to make tags, I was like smacking people, trying to give my own. And my dad was like, "You should probably get
Come on.
It wasn't. I might not.
Let's have him take.
And then the one I know I was knocked out was in. I've told the story. Marcus Feaster. If you're out here, you pulled the chair from under me. You pulled the chair.
We know Marcus. We coming on site, Marcus.
Marcus Feaster.
On
if I see you in
site.
the streets, I'm gonna throw that chair at you finally.
Ooh, boy.
David has one in his car.
I do have one in my car.
Don't let us run up on you, Marcus. Don't let us run up on you.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had a concussion.
Look him
out
up
here.
right now, Joel.
Yeah, why you spell his last name?
I'm not gonna do that to you.
I
I feel like this is things you get arrested for.
I have had a toothache, and I think they're the same.
Yeah, I might have had more if I'm thinking
A
about
toothache
it.
will shut you down.
I think I've had more.
Yeah, I probably had more.
You probably have more concussions?
Oh, easily.
What are y'all doing?
I mean, I've been knocked out once. I assume
what?
that's a concussion.
In a fight?
No, it was a flag. It was a game of football.
Adult football.
Oh,
You playing
yeah.
that
we
adult
talked
football.
about that
We
before.
talked about that.
Bro,
We
I
talked
saw a
about
clip of a 37 and up football league,
Oh.
and I said, I'm gonna send this to Nate
Oh,
because these
my God. Two dudes.
these two warehousemen
Ooh,
were
boy.
running and colliding, and both of them fell out.
Oh, my
And I go, that could have been you.
Yeah.
That could have been you.
Yeah. Play the virtual
Yeah.
game, boys, and
Damn,
sit down.
I might have had
Sit
3.
down, boys.
I got hit in the head with a bat before.
Okay, all right. This is turning to WCW. All right.
You ever had the ball hit you so hard that it leaves seams?
Now I have a glove. What are you talking about?
You just talked about getting hit in the head.
Yeah, that's different. I'm trying to hit the ball, right? The ball.
Why you didn't catch the ball?
I'm not getting hit with a baseball. if I have
You've
a
never
glove.
blocked a grounder?
Bro, I have a glove.
It, like,
you
popped?
You know about me. I was nice. Nothing.
It was nice on the
Bro.
field, and it was
Why
nice.
would I let it hit my chest if I
The
have a
jumper's
glove?
wet.
I'm snagging it
Right.
every time.
Listen.
I was very good at what I did.
Were you JV?
No, if you played at Alberta Park,
Oh,
you understand.
Oh, Alberta Park.
play
that
anywhere.
that
I'm
infield
catching.
was brutal.
If you dated Susan in 2001, 2003, you
Listen.
know.
I caught everything. Ask about me. It's tapes out there.
Alberta Park, I'll never forget. And this was like, I didn't realize my entire life I played baseball off of Jim Crow Road.
Hey, yo.
And then this is still my favorite. I want to find a way to work this into a joke
Oh, please.
Do you?
because, well, the thing is, people have tried to get it changed.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the family
Uh-huh.
has said,
Jim Crow's family.
well, no, they were like, it's named after a person. It's not named after the Jim Crow laws.
Those names be crazy, bro.
But the guy's name is Glenn.
So why do you call him Jim?
He said, they were like, well, he always went by Glenn. So changing it to Glenn Crow Road is
Uh-huh.
an insult to him.
No, it's not. His mama called him Glenn.
I'm going to call him Glenn. It's very simple.
So-
Very simple. Hilarious. All right,
Yeah.
we got 25 minutes. We got
Yeah.
7 topics. Let's
All
go
right.
right here.
See what
Let's talk about Bryce Young for a second here.
All right, Bryce Young got benched.
Number 1 pick last year.
2-19, I believe.
2-18.
2-18.
Okay.
It is cheaper if you are a Panthers fan.
I was going to say cheaper to keep it.
It's always cheaper to
It's
keep
always
it.
cheaper to keep it. That's his butter.
Yeah.
That's some good butter.
Let's get some good,
High quality,
good
fresh
butter.
beef
Yes.
butter.
If the winter's coming,
Oh my goodness! You got a new loaf just off the fire pit.
just a
I
sourdough.
want that bread to be just want that butter to ooze.
Before we start the next actual topic, the two married men, how much butter would you trade your wives for?
Well,
None.
is she healthy?
Your current wife. You're
Is
the
she-
woman that you're married to.
No, no, no.
I'm gonna go ahead and say
You gotta
none.
answer.
No,
Is she healthy? I'm saying is she healthy?
Victoria healthy?
Oh, president. Yo,
Yeah,
she's healthy.
your
Then I'm
current
not. I'm not trading her.
There we go.
But if she had a limp and like one eye working, in that economy,
she stubs her toe, you're like, baby, is
Yeah.
that
Bro,
permanent?
listen, if she loses a thumb,
Yeah.
baby girl, you're expendable.
So, Katoy, don't play flag
Expendable,
football. Don't
baby
play
girl.
any sports.
That's it. Don't let
Because
that
if you
pound
tear,
stick
if you
hit
tear
you
an
in the-
ACL, Damon's like an NFL owner.
Well, Couture and I both know that if we both get to a point where it's like, all right, we feeding through, it's wrap. We go ahead and just sign the papers and
Just
pull
all
the
pulling
plug.
the
We
plug?
pull plugs over
Oh,
here.
yeah.
Yeah, I just want to make sure.
pull plugs.
We pull
Not
plugs.
me.
Now they're more
Hold
important.
on. plugs?
Hold on to me forever.
Oh yeah.
Drain all your expenses,
Pull me,
your
baby.
time and energy.
I'm out.
Stare at my lifeless body
Boy,
until
Yeah.
boy, give me this bedroom back. Gonna turn this bedroom into a library.
drain all your expenses.
Give me this bedroom back.
Yo,
move his bed.
Make a fuss.
Bring the treadmill in.
Yeah.
Bring the treadmill in.
Need all your attention as I stand there doing nothing.
David, you better be happy, ain't he?
David's gonna end up on the deck.
I would have killed David so fast, boy.
I would have tripped over the cord. Oops.
Oh, no.
Oh no, David's gone.
David's out.
Oh man.
All right, so we really could just clean this out
Could
right here.
just
Should we knock down this
just
wall?
feel the power bill.
Oh,
coming
the
down.
hospital.
Really open.
Hospitals don't just keep you.
David, somebody's got to pay for that room.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Drain your finances.
They're not
over
the
me.
Humane Society.
Show me you love me.
I do
Drain
not
your
subscribe to that
finances.
at all.
Every day, go in there and say,
David's not really in a coma. He's just playing to sleep until finally they pull the plug.
Yeah.
Like,
I knew
hey.
it. Yeah, every day you come in there, but I think it's toe move. I want that energy.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
I want that energy and
That's
nothing else.
Oh. But it's cheaper as a Panthers fan for you to attend all of their games than to watch them on TV.
Is that right?
If you buy their tickets, because the tickets are like $2,
My.
you can attend every single Panthers game, and it's cheaper
wow.
than YouTube TV,
My.
NFL packet, anything that you can watch them on.
Crazy.
I'm thinking about going up there for the Falcons game.
Mm.
Ain't nobody gonna be in the stadium.
Yeah, it's like a
And you know it's going to be a win.
3.5 hour drive,
That's a pretty good day.
$2 ticket. I
That's
know
a
I can
pretty
move
good
down.
day.
I know their ushers are done,
Oh, that's a pretty good day.
so I can probably just
Well,
go.
people got
and
laid
be
off.
like-
They was like, we only need 2 of y'all for the stadium.
Yeah, so I'll be like, I'm just gonna
You
sit.
take this hat. You take that
Yeah,
hat.
I did that. I'm gonna sit over here.
Get a walkie-talkie so I can communicate.
That's it.
But
That's it.
But yeah, the Panthers are awful. They have a terrible owner who's just an egotistical maniac.
How much is this?
Wait,
Is
how do you-
Bryce?
What are you getting that from?
So he threw beer on fans last year.
What the fans do?
The fans booed.
Oh.
All right then. That's fair.
Also, a restaurant. A
Gonna boo
restaurant
my
post,
product?
I spent billions.
Yeah. I spent a lot of money on this.
a restaurant simply in Charlotte just posted on their board, let the GMs make the picks,
Okay.
and the owner stopped and went into the restaurant and demanded to speak to the manager.
What'd they say?
They said
What
how
conversation?
they said that's fine. We can put whatever we want on the board. And also, we didn't call you out by name. They didn't say Panthers. And also, if you're so sensitive about how poorly you draft that you just see something that says let the GM do his job
I got
and
it.
you go, I have to fight somebody,
Gotcha.
then you know what the problem is.
Sure.
And so, look, I'm fine with the Panthers being terrible. I hope the other teams in the NFC South are also just as bad, if not worse.
How much is this? Is Bryce Young coaching, players around him, development, right? Because the question is, this has never happened. This is never in the second season of a number one pick, specifically a quarterback, has never in 18 games got benched in their second season. You look at all the people who were quote-unquote bad quarterbacks. We ain't got to go through the list for the sake of time. They got 3 seasons, maybe 4, before it's like, okay, I think we gave it a great shot. Move on. We wish you well on your journey, right? The last 2 recently, Zach Wilson got 3. Justin Fields got 3. Full, complete, developmental, experimental seasons. So, how much, whether you've seen a game or not, he is benched, whatever the case may be. CJ, just to give context, is crushing who came after him, the number 2 pick with the Texans.
Better situation.
David, I'm going to start with you. Right. So, just kind of on this pie chart of the number 1 pick, Bryce Young getting picked. Because we know what he was in Alabama.
So when he was drafted, did he have McCaffrey? Or was McCaffrey already gone?
McCaffrey was gone.
Okay, so but you knew you was going
DJ Moore was gone.
Okay, so you
Offensive
have no
line
weapons.
was gone.
So you have no weapons.
0 weapons. 0 weapons.
You have 0 weapons.
No offensive line.
How many coaches has he gone through?
3. He's on his 3rd coach.
He's on his Bryce Young on his
Three
3rd coach.
3 coaches, 2 years.
Yeah, this is not on him. This is not on him.
Yeah.
Like the same way with Justin Fields. You know what I mean? Like all the different coaches, it's not on him. You're gonna hate this, Nate, but there's this clip of Tom Brady talking about why he doesn't believe, and I know you don't believe anything Tom Brady says, but this is
No, but I'm sure it's a fine quote.
yeah. But he just talks about they don't develop anymore.
Right.
And he's talking about like even in college, like he was a 7th string quarterback and then had to develop over time to be able
Jordan
to do that.
Love, Aaron
And then he
Rodgers,
sat
Mahomes
back.
sat.
Like there is
Brady
it
sat.
makes sense to do that. The NFL is hard because what he's saying is like you dumb down the offense
Yeah.
to put them out
put them out there.
and then the defense go,
We know this.
we doing this every time.
Slant.
Right. That being said, I never believed in this quarterback.
In Alabama or in the pros?
In Alabama, I know he did what he did.
Right.
But I also was like, he's never passed the eye test. Like me and my brother talking, when you see him at press conferences, he looked like a dude that's about to star in the football version of High School Musical.
Have you ever seen Purdy without his pads?
He still look a little.
Man, listen.
He look a
I
little
hear
more,
you.
He look a little
I agree with your.
quarterbacky,
I agree with your
stock-wise.
off the field statement.
Yeah.
But what do you do with the tape of Bama with one of the hardest and best coaches, some of the best players, the best conference in college football for multiple years in a champ? That player, in my opinion, because I agree with you, it's institutional, organizational fail. Right? My man, confidence is shot. My man is looking like he is in 9th grade and don't know how to do a 2-hit run hitch.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The offensive line has him scrambling every play. Right? You didn't set him up for success.
At all.
So start Andy Dalton from week 1. Let him get 12 games under his belt, like Drake May is doing right now in New England.
Michael Penix.
Yeah, and watch and learn a little bit. We're in no rush.
Yeah.
It's 21-22.
Yeah.
Put some weight on in a couple of seasons.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then you get a Jordan Love who pop off after 3 years. You're like,
wow.
oh, shoot.
You have a
right?
good quarterback here.
So, but that's how.
Yeah, I mean, so obviously system matters.
System
Because
matters.
you see what like Russ has done since he left Seattle.
Right.
You saw what Geno did when he got to Seattle.
Facts.
You see what Sam Darnold's doing now
Facts.
in Minnesota.
In Minnesota.
So there,
Baker and Tampa.
certain systems work, certain coaches work.
Coaches.
But also,
What Flores, Tua didn't have no confidence in Miami because Flores was trash.
Yeah.
Right? So you're right.
but we
With
also
that.
we don't see a ton of times great college teams producing great NFL quarterbacks.
There's a statement there.
So you think about all those great USC teams that we saw.
Liner,
None of those
Darnold, Barkley.
and they had fine. And this is relative.
Yeah.
An NFL career, if you ever have one, is great.
Talk about
But like, it's not like Alabama has produced incredible quarterbacks.
No.
Tua's been hurt. Jalen Hurts was Alabama and Oklahoma, so he bounced around. So I don't think necessarily you go. Because he did this at Alabama, he can do it in the NFL.
Oh, yeah, for
Alabama, you were surrounded by the best.
Without question. No, let's be very clear. I'm just saying that player who started and won multiple seasons was doing several things right, coached by one of the greatest coaches of all time.
I think the Panthers' biggest issue is they just have a toxic front office.
It ain't good. Well, it's top to bottom. I hear what you're saying. Top to bottom, those decisions, personnel, from top to bottom have to be made, and it set Big Dog up for success.
Like he starting a High School Musical reboot.
No, that's true.
I can definitely see it.
We could take him, Purdy, McCaffrey without pads, and they all look like Kyler Murray. Yeah. All of them. They all. Yes, you're right.
Especially since Andy Dalton looks like.
I hear what you're saying. Your statement is valid about that, right? But Big Dog has played and been great at his highest level, and now it has literally completely disappeared, and that's just that's jarring. So
I can see
it's
it
interesting.
Maybe I'm tripping. It's size wise.
I also don't know. I don't know what benching does for you.
Oh, it takes your confidence out.
Right, because it's not an upgrade, talent wise, from him to Andy Dalton.
Oh, I think they're trying to get the confidence back, bro.
And maybe that's it. Maybe you go, hey, you just need to take a beat.
Let's
You've
take
never
a
had
beat.
a break in your NFL
Let's breathe
career.
for a second.
We feel like I know this didn't come from the owner though.
No.
That's what I'm saying. So somebody took control because the owner's gonna want his prize pony out there.
Yeah.
But I just man,
we'll
if you're in Carolina, thoughts and prayers.
Nah, eat that struggle.
It
I don't care nothing about you.
Yeah.
It is.
Struggle.
It
Call
is
Cam
brutal.
Newton back. He ain't doing number wearing funny hats and talking to podcasts.
Don't call Cam at all. Tell
not?
Cam he needs to be a father.
He can't be. He
Stay
literally can't be that. He
stay at
can't be a
home,
father.
Cam. Stay at home.
He can't be a father.
Stay at home.
It's too many kids. At some point, you
Put them all in one house.
Yeah, you can do that.
There we go.
Man, that's a headache.
All right. Speaking of shooting shots, Max Struss.
Okay.
We all know Max Struss.
Struce.
Struess or Struss.
Yeah, it's definitely Struce.
Basically got a shot given to him or taken at him by former Bachelorette Jen Tran.
Run.
Who said, quote,
Maximus, run.
Max Struess, if you're out there and you're here, I'm single.
Uh-oh.
I'm here.
Talk about it.
I'm ready.
Ooh.
Which,
Ready for what?
that's
Season
the
2?
thing.
Get out of here. There's another season.
You're not a fan of The Bachelorette?
And then Max immediately followed her.
Oh, it's on then. This
Oh,
happened.
Max talk to
Max
her.
single then.
Jen
Max-
Tran also admitted that she had interest in Jason Tatum
Oh,
before
okay.
finding
All right.
out he was in a relationship.
Why you gotta say stuff out loud sometimes, people?
Yeah, you have to say all that.
You ain't had to say that.
Yeah, you don't have to tell somebody they're your second choice.
Also, your
Yeah.
dog. If I'm Max Struess and I'm
on.
like, "What's up?"
Huh?
and you're like, "Oh, I couldn't get Tatum, so I'm gonna get you." Hey, man, get out my face.
Please.
Get out my face.
That interviewer did her dirty. She probably said that first and
Yeah.
then went to Max. But Max said, I'll hit you with the follow. We'll slide into the DMs.
Because here's the thing: if you're a second choice, you're aware.
Mm-hmm.
It's very obvious. I've We joked about it where like I got asked to open for a comedian a few weeks ago, and I was like, I know I'm at least third.
I mean, if you
I know
make-
Andrew Stanley turned it down, and then Damon confirmed that he turned it down. So I know at best I'm third.
I mean, you're
Max is a $100 million player.
and
he's
maybe
28.
the fourth option on his team.
$100 million. He's under 30. Max is number one in many circles.
Yeah.
Let's get he probably 6'2" to 6'5".
Right. Tall
Max,
man.
Yeah, he's
money.
in a beard.
He's got the
My
broadcasting
man
scruff.
if he doesn't walk in when the USA team walk in, he's number one in many circles.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
But in the basketball,
But in the
circles,
basketball, so yeah, my man got a beard and 6'5".
Yeah.
So Jen, I respect women
shooting shots.
shooting shots.
I agree.
I respect women shooting shots. I, with single guy friends specifically out here, I respect that in this day and age, yo.
Yeah,
shoot the shot. Life's short, man. We got like 3 years left on this planet.
Shoot
Live.
Shoot the shot.
Shoot the shot. Why not?
Speaking of shooting shots,
Why not?
With basketball players,
Talk about it.
the Dream have one more game left.
I missed the home.
Now listen, if they're eliminated from the playoffs, David,
Mm-hmm.
are you sliding into DMs going like, "Hey, great season. Sorry that it went out like
I'm
that."
too close to the sun right now.
Ah.
Because we can have I'm too close.
Too
I'm
close.
Too close.
You're too close. Don't tempt it. Don't tempt it.
Nah, because
Run the ball, David. Run the ball.
too close to it all. I put the wrong DM out. I can hear whispers, and I don't want that.
Nah.
I'm too close to
Too
it.
close right now.
Yeah,
Fair.
So, nah, I'm just a loyal supporter.
I see. I do want. Let's jump into the WNBA here because the
Well,
season
yeah.
ends Thursday,
Yeah.
and
Liberty got the number 1 seed.
mhm.
Ace also have the number
Yeah.
1 seed.
I'm pretty sure the Sky got eliminated, so I think we got the spot.
We
The
did beat
Sky-
them last. The Dream
we beat them last night. I know if we lost, we
We're
were
out.
out.
Right,
I
and
don't,
so it's the same
but
one
I
for the
didn't know
Sky.
if it was 2 wins and we're in.
I think the Sky's out. I think we're in, to be honest. But
I think we got it.
it's also the Mystics. I think it
Yeah,
might be
the
also the Mystics for the 8.
Yes.
But with that, I want to just talk about predictions real quick because I'll be out next week, and Dan isn't a holistic person, and so this is a great time to talk about it now. So
Also, tell Glasgow to cover his ears because we're going to talk women's basketball.
prediction and awards, right? So I think this is the first time, maybe in the NBA has happened, but I don't know, but like just in sports in general, where the Rookie of the Year and the MVP should both be unanimous, easy decisions.
Since the Angel Reese injury.
No. What do you mean?
You saying her missing 4 or 5 games that threw her out?
Yeah, I think now it's unanimous.
It was.
Oh, I hear what you're saying, and I respect that
I
opinion.
think there was
Yes.
I think there was a
Yes.
conversation.
I think before the Olympics, it was. After the Olympics, I think that conversation
she
ended.
came back different.
I think
She
after
did.
the Olympics, it ended. Respectfully.
Yeah.
Because Angel had, if you take Caitlyn off, Angel's winning very easily,
Yeah.
right?
I wouldn't say very easily. Rakia Jackson.
She came on late, but I hear what you're saying.
I'm saying,
I hear
she
you.
was putting up numbers
I
that
hear you.
people wouldn't
Angel's
believe.
winning though in general without Caitlyn.
Yeah.
Okay, we're agreeing.
I wouldn't say it was. I wouldn't say it was a landslide. I'd be like,
Sure,
oh, there's
that's fair.
definitely-
Yeah, it
that's
was a
fair.
conversation.
That's fine. Anywho, will we agree now that the Rookie of the Year today would be
Clark.
on it?
Caitlin
And do
Clark.
we agree that the MVP would be unanimous?
Oh, it has to.
Oh,
be.
it's the GOAT.
Okay, I just want to make sure we're on the same page. But
Has
so
to
we ain't gonna have a conversation.
No.
Nah.
So let's get to the predictions here for a second before we move on out here. I said earlier, I forget if we all had the Chiefs. I don't think we all had the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, but I think a three-peat. My prediction for the WNBA Finals is a repeat of last year.
You think the Aces?
I think the Aces are going to repeat again, back to back to back, and I think they're going to unfortunately beat the Liberty again. The Liberty look fantastic. I forgot how good Jones is, and I forgot she won the MVP like 3 years ago. They got 2 big. All the last 5 WNBA MVPs are all bigs. And it's just fascinating to me right here. So that's my prediction right there as far as the MVP. We're all on the same page about the awards, but I got a repeat pretty much, and then we go back to back to back.
I think the Liberty do it this year.
Okay.
I think
Listen.
three-peats are incredibly tough.
Incredibly tough.
And
Shout out
what
to the
was it?
Comets.
Was it 5 or 6 games last year that the Aces beat them?
Mhm.
But I think all the games felt
Close.
relatively
Felt relatively close.
It was
It's like
it was a
Bengals
few
Chiefs.
shots away from going to 7 games.
Yeah.
I just
You think it's their year?
I think it's their
Sure.
year, but I think the Aces are the best team in the league.
You think so?
Oh, easy.
I don't think so.
Really.
I
You
don't
think the who are?
The
The
Aces.
Aces.
No, not at
No,
all.
no, no.
I think they're the best team
I-
in the league.
I-
You don't really watch. You don't really watch. Hey, that was cute. I respect you being like, the girls with the people we know, and that's the good team. No.
No. I
You
trust
think you think the best because they have the best player? The Mahomes effect.
I think that's
the Chiefs are the best because they have the best quarterback. It's.
No.
I hear you.
I also think they have one of the best coaches, and I think they have one of the best
one of
cultures.
the coaches. You know, what are you doing? You don't believe you. I don't believe you. I'm pulling your card. I don't believe you.
I 100% believe.
Who are they playing? Who are the Liberty playing?
Who are the Liberty playing? And
Yeah.
what I haven't
In the
looked.
finals.
I haven't. Oh, Liberty. I think Liberty beat the Aces.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying.
got
I
you.
think
Reverse.
I think it's the same matchup.
Same as last year,
I just
but
think
Liberty get
I
them.
think a three-peat is nearly
I think-
impossible.
Yeah, I hear you.
Um,
Point guard, Chelsea Gray, Jackie Young.
So I don't have. I like the Aces. I don't have them doing that well in the playoffs.
Okay.
really.
Nah.
Listen, man,
It's
Minnesota
tough.
look tough.
That's what I'm saying.
The Lynx
If
look
I'm being
tough.
honest, if I'm being honest, I would not want to see the Fever.
Oh no!
I'm not trying to see the Fever right now.
Because they probably gonna be what, the 4th, 5th seed?
Yeah, right now they're 6. Right now it looks like they're 6.
Oh, they're gonna be 6th seed, so they
Yes.
might play. They
There's a
might
couple
play the Sun.
sleepers. Storm have a
They ain't
very
gonna,
good
they ain't
team.
gonna, they ain't gonna beat the Sun. They could beat the Storm.
But they added Gabby Williams late.
Oh man,
Like
they did
that's
that, Gabby.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
French
and they got
Side.
the gold Mamba. Like they got Skylar Diggins. Like they got some vets.
Lloyd.
Jewel, that's what I'm saying. They got some vets.
Nah, my man.
The
I hear
Kinetics Sun are getting slept on.
They getting slept on,
They getting
bro.
slept on.
Which they have been all year.
They been slept on.
Right.
People ain't talking about the Sun enough. Let me
But
tell
I
you
think
now. Who you got?
I'm
Come
gonna
on,
say the
say it.
Lynx.
Lynx take it over who?
The Lynx over Liberty.
That's gonna be
Right
fun.
now,
That'd be a
I'm
fun
looking
series.
at. You look at last 10 games.
That'd be a fun series.
Last 10 games, Lynx are 9-1.
Yeah.
So they cooking all.
They're getting
cylinders.
hot at the
Cole,
right
you're
time.
cooking.
Liberty,
Cole,
yeah.
you're cooking.
But
I'm
you know,
excited for it. It starts Sunday. Playoff starts Sunday for the W. If you ain't watching the W, get your life together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Come on, Dream.
I'm gonna order my
Because it'll be a 3-game
W
series.
double hoodie.
First round's 3 games.
And
Hey.
it's 5.
Hey, please, if Dream make it, I need to be in the building.
Be in the building. Let it be known.
Listen.
Talk to the
I
cam.
need to be in the building for that. You know what I'm saying? I need to be there.
Come
Even
on.
if it's just standing room only.
Standing
I'll
room.
stand,
Oh, for
I
sure.
give up my seat.
Facts.
But just I need to be in the building. Okay. I kept missing games
That was gonna be tough.
that I was off, and I can't miss
Dream.
a playoff game. I want to be
Because
there.
it's pretty much gonna be Dream versus Liberty.
Yeah.
That's pretty
So
much it.
We already saw that.
So
we all saw
We
that.
saw that.
and we have to beat the Liberty to get in.
Oh, that's what we got.
We have
tonight, tomorrow.
yeah. According to Bleacher Report,
Sit
Atlanta
'em.
holds a 1
Sit
game,
Brianna. Sit them down.
and that's what we can hope.
She don't need to. Jacquel don't need to play.
Sabrina, sit down.
Oh, y'all sit down, man.
Oh.
Y'all been working hard all season.
Sit down.
Rest up to beat us later.
Yeah. Now Washington's playing Indiana.
Everybody
Oh.
sit. Everybody sit.
Indiana.
Caitlin, you play. Caitlin play. Shout out to Aaliyah
and then-
Edwards, who ain't got enough love too this rookie season.
Yeah, and then Atlanta would open up the first round against the Liberty.
Oh boy.
That's tough.
Hey,
that's-
building blocks.
that's
Building
tough.
blocks.
And we don't have a draft pick next year.
What?
Yeah, we don't have a draft.
Ah, dog.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
somebody's got to have a frustrating offseason and be like, let me go to the A. We need
That's all we need.
we
Yeah.
need another playmaker. But
Yeah.
let's another conversation for
Yeah.
another day. That's
All
gonna
right,
be-
let's
Real
oh,
quick, Pablo Shabazz says Aces have been on a roll to the end of the season.
Talk to me,
so
Pablo.
I can see them bringing momentum in the playoffs.
They are.
Also, I think how bad the Sky have been after Angel's injury should still keep her in the conversation.
For sure.
And John Glasgow, never changing, says, I'm out on WNBA forever. I'd rather watch middle school basketball.
All right, stop.
And then
Stop.
he did clarify that it was middle school boys basketball. So just John Glasgow, never changing.
Jonathan Glasgow.
I could have
Hey, why
sworn
you
he
want
was.
to watch these little children play basketball?
Yeah. I could have sworn he was married. I had no idea he was such a virgin.
Yeah, you
Man.
listen. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Trash. Trash. That might be the most idiotic comment I've ever heard in my life.
Respectfully, I just want to make sure you don't end up on no list
Yeah.
talking about you want to watch middle
Right, you
school.
could have just said I don't like to watch the WNBA.
I don't want none of our listeners on no list. It's a lot going on right
Yeah.
now.
Trash.
John, I hope you don't own no baby
Listen.
oil.
Hey man, we gotta listen to me.
Because they coming for the baby oil owners.
Listen to me. We gotta get this
If
sex.
you're a baby oil owner,
You're on a list.
you're on a list. They coming for you.
If you're
John.
without babies,
Dump your baby oil if you got baby oil.
We gotta
dump
get
it
this
out.
sexism.
Nobody shiny the rest of the next couple weeks.
Get that sexism out of your heart, John, and be free and live on the edge, big dog.
Bro, I don't. Okay, real quick.
Live on it.
real
That sounds like
quick.
a type of man who don't want to eat anything pink meat. No pink meat. You're missing out. Stop eating well done steak, Glasgow.
Facts.
Stop it,
Don't
bro.
do that.
Be free.
Wait, what are you about to say? What are we about to go to?
I was about to do the catcher that cheated to end the
Can I-
season.
all right,
But
hold on.
yeah, if
Can
you
I
got
call audible?
something,
Call
call
it
it
audible.
audible.
Last week we didn't talk about Shannon.
Well, I don't think it had happened yet.
Exactly.
Shannon.
We didn't
we got
talk about
we got 2 minutes on Shannon.
We didn't talk about it. David, if you could explain.
Go ahead, give it to him.
I missed it. I had to ask.
Okay, we'll give it to him real quick.
Shannon did the greatest.
Shannon Sharp.
Shannon Sharp.
Yeah, okay.
Well, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
John Glasgow said, no Diddy over here. I'm happily married with no Libby bucks.
Sounds like you're broke.
Bro. All right. I'm gonna try to contextualize this. Pretty much, I'm gonna be
Shannon Sharp.
quick. Shannon Sharp did the greatest PR stunt of all time.
Talk about it.
By turning on his Instagram live knowingly,
IG Live,
and getting busy with some woman named Michelle.
So you think this was a stunt?
You know how many steps? Everybody pull up your phone right now. How many steps is it
How
gonna
many
take
steps it take to
go
get on
Instagram
live? You
All right,
gotta
boom.
unlock your
I press
phone.
Instagram.
Unlock
I gotta hit
Let's start with
Instagram.
that. Instagram.
Boom.
Then I go.
We gotta hit the plus sign.
Is it
I've
plus sign?
never
plus
gone here.
plus sign.
4th and 10. We'll go.
I gotta
live.
find live. Where is live?
Where is live?
Oh, down. Story, post, right, live. So you gotta hit live. You gotta hit the button.
Yeah.
And then I gotta hit another button.
Another button.
I hit 5 buttons to get to this button.
buttons? Hey man, I don't believe this is my.
And then it gives me a countdown and I can cancel.
Countdown.
And then I can cancel.
Come on, man.
Come on, Shannon. Shannon. Shannon.
I know we a little late to this.
Shannon.
So I'm gonna say this.
Say it.
Unc might not have did it.
Mhm.
Oh no, he's pulling it up.
Oh boy.
Unc might not have did it.
Uh-huh.
We don't.
But
we don't.
Michelle.
But
did it.
Michelle?
Somebody.
Somebody.
She probably set that man up.
Also, just how intentional.
Had a
the
good time.
audio is muted for it, but just how intentional, like
The position of the
it's just
phone.
position, but you can hear the audio.
Come on, it's close in the room. I usually, when it's go time, I'm gonna everything off. Windows down. Like you got to make sure.
In the back cave.
You know what I'm saying? Like this got to be. This is just between us.
Phone's in the other room.
You understand what I'm saying?
I'm not
no
even-
chances.
I'm not like it's on do not disturb in the other room.
Laptop dead.
I'm not risking a light coming
Nothing.
on.
No.
I will say this.
A child.
In defense
Uh-huh.
of Unc,
Okay.
because if you listen to the audio,
Okay.
it was a lot of buzzing.
Lot of buzzing.
A lot of bzz, bzz, people trying to say, Unc.
Hey, bro.
Hey.
Uh.
What KG do? Hey, watch the game. Watch the game. It was a lot of people trying
Facts.
to get to Unc.
Facts,
And
facts,
you could
facts.
hear the buzzing, the
Yep.
beeping.
True.
All of that.
True.
Unc stay focused.
Locked in.
Locked in.
Shout out to Michelle.
He was locked in.
And look, Michelle sounds like she had a great time.
Yes, she does.
Well, listen, with those pills he popping.
Yeah.
Shout out to sponsorships.
Shout out to sponsors.
That sponsorship. That was the fastest sponsorship I've ever seen in my life.
He already had that.
Oh, did he already have it?
He already had it.
Oh, he already had
But
it.
then he was like, I just did a commercial.
Ran
Unc
it.
56 said,
Ran
my hips
it.
good. I'm still out here.
Ran it.
What I miss is Shannon Sharp. I don't know if he still does it. He used to take a picture of his outfit.
Yeah.
Before and it was just so funny.
Yeah.
Because he looked like the world's biggest 12-year-old on picture day.
Big smile.
Big smile, but also just the biggest man in the smallest clothing.
He's very, yeah.
Very true. Most
And
statements
would
are true.
just like take a picture of himself.
Look at him. Look at me. Birthday at school. I just imagine Skip Bayless the one taking all the pictures too.
Yeah.
Skip, come and get real quick. Take this picture.
Hilarious.
Skip.
Yeah, no. It's you know,
Skip. And our first Skip.
you know, Shannon be in the streets. We know this about Shannon.
Yeah.
Shannon's in the streets.
Hey, nah, man. Listen.
And so they
Get out the streets, Unc.
Shannon.
Ocho been trying to hook you up with a nice gal
No,
for
Unc
years.
ain't going nowhere, bro.
Unc,
stay in the streets.
settle down, man.
He gonna keep the pills. The pills keep.
Take down the
I
pills
might.
for the new
I'm gonna be
gal.
honest. The commercial almost got me. I almost got some pills.
Oh, Lee.
I was like, oh man,
What's
I'm
the
almost,
first-hand account?
I'm almost.
Give us firsthand.
I was like, oh, the way Michelle was talking, I was like, let me.
Hey.
You know, I turned 38 next month. I
next
was
time,
like,
man, sound
let me.
Unc gotta get that.
You know, my knee tweak. I
Yeah.
can't stand up as long as I used to.
Yes,
Unc was out here,
antidepressants
though.
in my
Hey,
system.
You
man.
understand?
What you didn't know what it
Side
was.
effects.
I don't think you heard the whole thing.
I didn't hear any of it.
Oh, you didn't hear any of
Hey,
it.
And then when
unfortunately
when
heard
I
it.
was told what it was, I avoided
God.
it even more.
I was like, man, it felt like I was watching one of them nature videos, dog. It was a lot of grunting. I said, Unc, you need an inhaler, man. You ain't breathing good. man. He said the funniest thing I seen was somebody put the that scene from Forrest Gump.
It was Roy Wood Jr.
Yeah, Roy did. Roy put the scene from Forrest Gump in there.
Your mama sure do care about your education.
Oh yeah.
Hey man, Unc hit them with them deep growls. I said, "Oh, you growling?" I said, "Oh no." Oh,
Michelle was more tame than I thought she should have been.
You think that-
she knew it was
Do you think
being
that's her real name?
recorded?
I think no. I don't think it was Michelle's real name.
Okay.
Oh, 100%.
I think that was her middle name.
No. Who used the middle name?
I think she was a Charlene. And I think
Nah, Unc got them
Is
young
that why she
gals.
was complain about the whooping cough. Careful my knee.
Yeah,
I got them young gals, man. I got a nice, probably 28.
Think so?
Yeah.
Oh, former cheerleader.
Yeah.
Now she a gymnast coach.
I think a part of her name is spelled Leigh.
That's how young she is.
I think it's one of those.
No.
I don't know if it's Michelle Lee or I don't know if it's
No, it's pronounced Michelle, but it's Mileigh.
Yeah, that was. I'm never gonna
Mishell.
hear that. Like you didn't hear it.
No, I'm staying away from
I heard
it.
like 5 seconds of it.
But did you hear him?
Yeah, I heard him.
See, that's stuck in my head.
Oh boy, that's tough.
I can't watch First Take the same no more. And I'm kudos to Stephen A. All the other people for keeping straight face. I would not be able to see him the same.
If he had said Molly, it would have broke the internet.
Boy, that's what I said.
It would have broke the internet.
Listen,
But that's what you call being messy, Damon. And we're going to move along. We're going to move along.
Feel anybody on that.
Anybody on that, anybody single, all right, out here.
Single. It could be anybody. We didn't see no face.
It would have shot at the world if it was somebody who wasn't.
That's what I'm saying.
That would have been great. All right, last 2 minutes. Here we go.
Are we gonna
Do it.
All right.
You want to bring it up?
So there's a catcher in a minor league system. He got drafted from Coastal Carolina.
Got it.
They have to win the game to go to the playoffs.
Got it.
He, as a catcher, tips the pitches to the batter so that they lose the game and end the season because he's done.
Oh.
Which is, as somebody who is pro quiet quitting, kudos. Because you're just like, hey, if we got to lose to end the game, I'm gonna finish the season.
I had to process what you were saying.
Now
that was a lot.
here's the thing.
Quitting, that's treachery.
Right. it is cheating.
Treason.
It is beyond cheating.
He got kicked off the team.
He got kicked out of
Which
baseball.
he wanted.
He wouldn't care for us.
But that was the thing. I don't know who's going to sign you now. Because you are a draftee out of Coastal Carolina, which is a good baseball
Depending
program.
on what he was hitting. If he's like a good, somebody will pick him.
Yeah, that's true. if you're bad,
How good does your batting average have to be for you to be known of tipping
treacherous.
pitches to end a season?
oof, that is a sentence.
I would
That's
just say like you're a DH now.
Where
We can't have you affecting the game that much.
Where was the umpire?
Also a great question.
You had to hear it.
But I
Had
don't
to.
think he can say
Yes, you
anything.
can.
Can
Yeah,
he say
speak up.
stop?
Yeah.
Your job is to govern the game.
To make sure it's played
the
well.
game is not being
The
governed
integrity of the
correctly.
game was
Because if an umpire saw like the banging of the garbage cans or whatever,
Yep.
and he knew he'd be
he's
like,
stopping
hey,
the game.
what's this?
Stuff on
But
my fingers.
that's all.
bad.
That's all people cheating for their own team.
But still cheating. Umpire
Integ-
don't care about
integrity
cheating,
of the
integrity
game. Dismantle.
I don't know if it even registered because I don't think he was just going fastball.
We don't know that.
Like it said tipping pitches.
How
so-
else can you do that without having communicate? Because you don't. It's not like you practice
Right.
signs with somebody else. So you have to communicate it. Be like,
I don't know
fastball.
if it's just where he was setting up.
It's like that scene from Space Jam.
That's exactly what I
like that
thought
scene
of.
from Space
What
Jam.
is this?
Remember the catcher liked Michael Jordan so much. He said, "Hey, Mike, it's gonna be fastball,
Curveball, don't
Curveball,
swing.
don't
Yeah,
swing,
yeah.
Curveball, don't swing."
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Is
he
the
did
best
that.
because and then Michael Jordan strikes out and he's like, I told you not
told
to
you, yeah.
swing,
I told you not to swing.
which is
Hilarious.
So this is a great situation. I want to ask, have y'all ever done this for the podcast?
Hey, we
What does
would
that
tip the
mean?
Just
podcast.
tanked a topic to end the podcast.
Anytime we bring up golf.
I'm about to say
Anytime
golf.
we bring up golf.
Early on.
That's
not
what
so
I
much
wanted.
now.
I wanted this topic with Damon here.
Yeah, because he's the only one.
He's the only one that would be like, I'm done with this topic.
Golf?
Let's tip pitches.
Early. Finish your sentence.
Baseball, early baseball.
Early baseball. Early
think
baseball.
really-
At the baseball stadium.
Yeah. He bashed the team that had brought us out.
I didn't bash the team.
You 100% did.
I
You
didn't
did it
bash
to the
What'd I
point
say?
where
What'd I say? What'd I say?
I don't remember the quote.
Oh, you see how people lie on you with no receipts? What'd I say? Thank
we
you.
were there.
What'd I say?
And we both went.
Uh-oh.
What'd I say?
You gotta stop.
Listeners, our long
What did I say?
This is for our long time listeners who know. Go back and and tell us what he said.
Y'all see?
He said something like,
What?
I don't care nothing about this team.
You did.
I said, well, I don't care nothing about this team.
You said baseball's trash.
Were you doing like a live?
We were live.
We were live.
We got brought out to do a first
We
pitch
literally
and a
got
live
thrown out. We threw
podcast.
the first pitch.
very dope moment.
And we go, and
Very
Damon
dope.
just goes, man, baseball sucks. This whole game is trash.
Again, not the team.
No, because what happened was David and I tried to watch one of the games.
Okay,
You and Dan showed up,
sure.
and we're like, we're not watching the game anymore.
Okay.
We're like, we can just sit here and talk.
Mhm.
And I think that catapulted you into not only are they not going to watch the game, I'm going to actively hurt their feelings about something that they
that was pre-pandemic Damon. Okay? I'm a different man, bro.
David said, why you bringing him up?
Everybody before 2020, everybody was different.
Sidebar.
Okay.
Do we have any of those episodes like SoundCloud?
I'm sure they're on
iTunes,
Spreaker.
Yeah, they're on something.
Okay,
but
I went to look.
There is I don't know if they're on iTunes. They would probably be on Spreaker.
Okay, Spreaker.
Spreaker.
Because I know at some point iTunes just stops, and they're just like, because there's like 50 episodes that are gone, and that's fine.
No, that's not.
Well,
I want to hear them.
We don't need the Mo Aurora, the
Yes,
Leonard.
we do.
We don't need the Leonard episode.
Give me all. Hey man,
David wants them
call
all.
my real names. This is crazy.
Yeah, no.
Hey, he on my enemies.
Yeah.
No, I want to hear them all, man. I want to review the tape.
Ooh, review the
I
tape.
want to review the tape.
That's brutal.
That's why it's fun. That's the good stuff, man.
I
As
can't.
said.
Can you listen to yourself do poorly?
Oh yeah.
All the time.
Got to.
You only see your sets.
I do, but once. If it's a bomb, I can maybe listen to it once.
Give me the bomb.
I'll jot down a couple
I listen to
notes.
bombs way more than the kill. If I know I kill, I don't care. If I bomb, let me hear
If I
it.
kill with stuff I know that's working, yeah, I'm not listening.
Well,
to
yeah,
it.
that. But like, if I'm saying, if I bomb,
I'm gonna give it one listen.
yes, one listen and then I'm done.
Well,
Most things I do want to listen.
yeah, I was like, let me be honest. Most things gonna get one
but
listen.
I
too.
have no problem hearing myself be bad.
This is also true.
I have zero problem with that.
This is also true.
What I'm perfect?
What about? What do you want from me?
Yeah. What
I
I
just
need?
think
Just
I'm
artists
gonna-
on stage.
Ego
it's
boost.
gonna be like 6 years ago.
Just artists on
Yeah.
stage. Just
Just
Oh,
in
I used to
Dan's
watch-
side room.
I used to
David
watch
used to
my
watch
very
first
first time
set
performing like
every
once
year, or was it monthly?
Once a month.
Oh yeah,
I might start bringing that back.
might bring it back, bro.
Just because you go, I like listening when I was terrible. It's fun.
It's a different
Because
breed.
it lets me go, hey, that guy got better.
Hey, this is
You know what I
called
mean? Hey, I
motivation.
I see you, young man.
Motivation.
They didn't know. You didn't even know, but look at you now.
Okay.
You're doing things. You're not doing that trash
That's it.
bit.
You're not.
You know what to do with
Growth.
material now.
Right? You're not
Yeah.
setting up freak offs, okay?
Yeah.
You've
You're setting
progressed
up
as
freak
a
offs.
human.
And you never had dreams of buying
You
thousands,
never.
thousand baby oils.
No.
I
Or
never had them
going
dreams.
to middle school
We gotta
boys
start
basketball
believing these
games.
people.
so
man.
slippery.
We got to start believing these people. I
Got
just
to.
thought about this,
Gotta
man.
believe it.
Pied Piper. What is that? It's the dude who had the kids follow him. R. Kelly called himself that. We didn't say nothing. Then he said he was a bad boy for years.
Ooh.
We didn't believe him. When these people come out with these
Believe
names, man,
'em.
believe these rappers, man. They trying to tell y'all who they are.
Louis C.K. for years, rest in peace, said
Rest in
he would
peace.
just pee on people and
They was
disrespect
telling
them.
us. They
We
be
gotta
telling us this
listen.
all daylight.
Gotta listen.
Listen to him, man.
Listen.
What do you need with 1,000 baby oils, man? What you got to slip inside? What is
Also,
happening?
I do want to ask this.
Go for it.
The term freak off is getting used
That was new
pretty,
to me.
pretty big. Is that a thing that other people are doing? Is a freak off a thing that's pretty common?
Is that an innuendo?
Because no, I'm
It's showing up in the report.
It's showing up in the report, but it's it sounds like just a sex party. But the way that they're throwing it around, I was like,
I think it's more than a sex
it
party.
something
Do I
new?
not know about a freak off?
I
Is
think-
We
this
don't need to know.
Is
I
this
think
something
so.
so
I
common?
think it's another level,
We are
sir.
good people.
Okay.
I think it's
Yeah,
another
I have
level.
no idea.
I think it's.
I know a lot of dirty
Hey, well,
stuff.
I
I
know
got a
some-
lot of pervert friends. I'm
Sure.
one of them.
Nah,
Sure.
but you don't know people who are
But-
criminals.
But
Yeah.
a freak off just makes
Sex
me like,
criminals?
oh, wait a minute.
Nobody
Am
needs
I
a
a
freak
prude?
off.
Nobody needs a freak off.
That's also sounds like a 90s term.
It also
Yeah,
sounds
yeah, it
very
does, yeah.
freak.
90s term.
Yo, we doing a freak off
Yeah.
tonight.
doing a
First
freak
we're going to
off.
bank head bounce, then we're going to
Hey,
do freak off.
do the freak
Like,
off.
what?
Hey, hey,
I don't
hey.
want to do that at all.
To
It
see
sounds
road.
like white people's
Let me
freak
search
Nick.
incognito.
We try like you guys had Freak Nick, and then we're like, well, we have Freak Off, and it's
Yeah.
great. Mumford
got-
and Sons are showing up.
We got corn on the cob. It's gonna be a good time.
Everybody,
Freak Off Fest.
get out your
Freak Off
best.
Fest.
Get out your best flannel.
Yeah.
Yeah, Post Malone's coming. It's gonna be a good time.
Well, Post Malone now.
Post Malone now.
Yeah, a few,
Now-
a few years ago,
He
too
would have
much.
been. Oh yeah.
Too much. But
Nah.
now
he'll
I
be
don't
at the
find
freak
those
off.
tattoos as
You
intimidating
know what?
anymore.
They're really endearing. His mom
Yeah,
is on his
yeah,
chin.
they're
His mom is on
stars.
his chin.
Yeah.
Previous life.
Post
Right.
Malone
Show
got his
growth.
mom on his chin.
Yeah,
Kind of
I
like an
just- I just-
approachable jelly roll.
I just incognito mode Googled freak
You
off.
got
And it
incognito that.
said-
We're all better for not knowing what this is.
Parties reportedly involving male sex workers,
Oh.
with prosecutors allegedly that Combs arranged for. See, I can't even read that
Yeah,
sentence.
yeah, and
That's
then-
a lot.
Oh.
That's a lot.
and
You
they
see?
be given.
See, when you stay at the end of the podcast, you get real news,
That's when you get
baby.
breaking news.
All right? That's how you do
Who
that,
is this
bruh.
baby oil supplier?
Freak offs. I don't know
keep
how you get
thinking about these
1,000.
things.
I don't have space in my house for 1,000 of anything.
Even if I had the biggest house,
Even if
I'm
I had
not
the big-
spending no
1,000.
space.
Hey, bring those in. Bring them
Like,
into this room.
Because that means you're like
Bring him in here.
One time I ran out of baby oil.
Never again.
Never again.
Never again. I'm gonna keep
And
it.
here's the thing: we're not saying to not bulk purchase,
No, we pro bulk.
because
pro
Costco
bulk.
is great.
I'm pro bulk.
Grew up on some Sam's Club stuff. Bulking's great. It's just
What you bulk?
there's a certain number of certain items that
What are
just
you
go
bulking?
creepy.
What are you bulking?
That's 1,000. They probably had the big baby. We probably wanted to travel.
Yeah,
size
it wasn't
either.
travel
That's
size.
probably the big one.
No
Yeah.
big ones.
What?
I don't know if we have baby oil in my house today.
Yeah.
I'm about to say at a certain point you just don't.
You
use
don't
baby
get it.
oil. You use lotion.
I don't use baby oil
Yeah.
in our house. I have 3 kids. 0 baby oil.
Yeah, that's so much.
Too much
That's
is the answer.
so slippery.
Too much. Too slippery.
Shiny.
You can't even walk in the room.
No.
You're slipping and
Yeah.
sliding.
Is
Is the
that what the
doorknob?
purpose of the room?
Which every time
It's
you
a
walk in,
slippery
you got to
room.
walk in naked
So it's like,
into the
"Whoa."
rooms.
That's,
Which is,
that's your
ah!
excuse for falling into
There's
something.
no tile on the ground.
I slipped into it.
Ah!
It's a slip and slide room.
If you come in this room, it's automatic consent because you can slip in any hole.
Yeah.
It's automatically in.
That's
He
what's
had
on
a
the
whole
door.
Slip and slide record.
He's
That's
got
it.
the
And
And they didn't
slipperiest.
have that much baby oil.
They didn't have that much.
Slip and slide.
Slides
Take
of
it to
slip.
the house.
Stick it to
Take
the
it
house because that's the way we do.
Grab the baby oil.
That's so ridiculous, man.
It's insane.
I want names.
It's,
I
an
want
it's an
I want
insane
names,
thing.
man. I want to
It's
know.
an insane thing.
Can you imagine if you were the guy that sold him all that baby oil?
Nah,
And
nope.
for years you were just like, man, this commission's great.
Nope.
Just
I
like-
am,
just a
man.
YouTube-
I got my P Diddy bonus coming up.
just a-
You're just a salesman at Johnson & Johnson trying to make it by
trying to make it.
out of nowhere.
feed your kids.
Somebody orders
After
a
that
bunch of
third
cases
purchase,
of baby
you go,
oil,
Something's happening in this house.
and you
So I'm gonna
go,
put my head down. I make sure my
Yeah.
face not showing up on none of these cameras.
I don't care because my kid's got a PlayStation for Christmas.
Also, if you're working for Johnson & Johnson, you're already doing shady stuff and looking past a lot of
Johnson and
things.
Not in the baby oil
Johnson.
division.
Either the whole
Especially in the
company's
baby
not
oil.
been doing great
I know a
morally.
Johnson from Johnson and Johnson.
What?
They
I
got
know a Johnson from Johnson.
Which
and
Johnson?
I don't
they
know.
got a lot of
The
yeah.
biggest Johnson.
Oh.
All right, that's it for us. Thank you so much for paying
I don't
attention.
know what those last 10
We
minutes were.
appreciate it. One more time. My name is Nathan Oates. You can find me
Like the
on
slippery slope.
Instagram, TikTok, Nathan Oates Comedy or NathanOatesComedy.com.
Yo, Instagram, Twitter, do or die. That's at DUEORDIE. If you're in Atlanta this Thursday, we are doing a show
Hey.
at Dash Garage. Nathan will be there. We're partnering with the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention.
Hey.
So
No baby oil jokes.
You don't know what I got planned.
I'm saying for me.
Oh, I was gonna ask you to write something, but
Oh.
you don't worry about that.
No.
But anyway, that's where we'll be at
Slippiest
Thursday.
jokes.
Pull up.
Pull up. What's up, good people?
No, Shannon.
That was my Mandarin accent. Yo, get at me. Get at me.
Clear your throat.
Get at me on
That's
Instagram,
not a sound.
TikTok, Damon Jr. 2, DAMONJR2.
Hashtag for